have our 4 signature chefs with the Daniel Plan here. We have Chef Sally, Chef Jenny, Chef Robert, Chef Maria. 3 of them contributed and made our cookbook that's coming out in March, and 1 of them contributed to our 40-day food plan within our book. They're an amazing team. And are you guys ready for some fun food demonstrations? Yes? We're gonna be serving a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, and a snack. And Dr. Amen and Dr. Hyman and I get all the privilege of getting to taste everything while they're making it. Okay, chefs, it's all yours.
Well, we're going to start today with actually Dr. Hyman's whole food smoothie. And this is such a great testament to how calories are not created equal.
That's right.
And it's such a great way to start the day. And you know, focus and food are important in the first few hours of the day, right?
Critical.
Critical. And this one's got some great brain food and just a ton of whole natural proteins. So we're going to start with a quick, easy almond milk. We're just going to throw some almond butter into the blender, as it's one of the key ingredients in this recipe, and add some water. No more boxed milk. You guys can do this in seconds at home. Just add the water there. For every 1 tablespoon of almond butter, you just need 1 cup of water, and you can use this with other snack beverages, and also things like granola, maybe a buckwheat granola, which would be gluten-free. We're just going to blend that up real quick. And I'm using a high-powered blender, but any basic blender will work for your needs in the kitchen. And it's a lot of fun when you get into the Daniel Plan, when you really move forward with your kitchen tools, because it's an easy way to upgrade your kitchen and start making some of the incredible things like we're going to have here today, sauces and so forth. So now, what is it, Dr. Hyman? A banana?
A banana, yes.
He's hungry.
That was a trick question.
It's a trick question. Yep. Banana for the potassium, right? And also some great healthy calories, and then some organic blueberries.
Yes, and you can use wild blueberries that are lower in sugar, and they're full of phytonutrients and cancer-fighting chemicals, immune-boosting chemicals. Anything that's got dark, rich color is a healing food.
Isn't that incredible? And then we have some chia seeds.
What are the chia seeds?
Chia seeds are amazing. They're not just making a chia pet, which we all, but they actually are full of protein, omega-3 fats. They have more calcium than milk. They have a rich texture to them when you get them soaked in water like tapioca, and they're a wonderful addition to your diet.
We also threw some hemp seeds in, which are a great plant source of protein.
Hemp seeds are also have omega-3 fats, protein, and are very, very healthy for you. Lots of fiber. Oh, coconut butter is my favorite. That's brain food.
That's
literally
right. Brain food, right?
The fuel that your brain cells use.
These can be used anytime, too. You can use them in a smoothie. You can always put them on your oatmeal. Where else do you put them, Jenny?
I love them in my salads. Just sprinkle them on top instead of cheese. It's a great cheese replacement and really
They
amps up
taste
the
delicious,
protein.
and it gives you extra energy. It's great.
Yeah, and then of course some walnuts.
The walnuts are, again, full of fiber, protein, good fats, alpha-linoleic acid, omega-3s. All this is medicine.
And walnuts are shaped like a brain.
That's right.
And what a lot of people don't know is your brain is 60% fat. So low-fat diets are bad for your brain. So all this fat is really great to feed your brain.
So, Dr. Amen, are you saying we're all fatheads?
When someone calls you a fathead now,
That's a good thing. It's a compliment.
say thank you.
Actually, someone says you have fish for brains. You actually want fish for brains because that's where all the omega-3 fats come from.
Nice.
So that's what you're getting.
And then we have 4 Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are extremely high in selenium.
Yes, selenium is a very important mineral. It's an antioxidant, cancer preventer, helps you detox from mercury, helps your thyroid work. It's just a wonderful food.
And it will grow your hair, so I need more.
All right, wait, I don't have any more than the 4, but you can double down anytime. And then, of course, you could always add some additional greens to this smoothie if you like. Would add some more protein to the smoothie and get those greens in without having to have a salad. This is my favorite. It's lacinato kale. It's sort of shaped like the back of a dinosaur, so they call it dinosaur kale sometimes. It's also really easy to grow, so this is a fun one if you're starting to add more to your garden in the backyard.
And it grows all year long, practically, in California.
Right. So we're just going to blend it up, and then we're going to taste it.
And you can also get very creative with this. I put lemon in it. I put frozen cranberries. I put different kinds of nuts. I put pumpkin seeds in it. So you can kind of be creative about it. It's just a basic concept of nuts and wild fruit and good fats and staying low on the starchy stuff, right?
And it's a beautiful color, and we eat with our eyes first, so it's really important to pay attention to what's going in, and I think we have a few different doctors here, so I'm going to try to get at least 3 cups. A standard serving size of this is going to be 16 ounces as a breakfast replacement. And it's a great way to start the day. You're 30% more likely to eat healthy throughout the day if you start the day off right. This is a fantastic example.
Wait,
I
say
mean-
that again, Jenny. That was a really good statistic.
Yeah,
I eat this
30%.
with every morning before I go to work at the office, and I eat at 7 o'clock, and by 1 o'clock, I'm starting to get hungry. It keeps me going the entire morning. My blood sugar stays even. I have energy. I can be focused with patients. It's very powerful. How you start your day is really how you'll end your day. If you start your day with junk, you're going to end your day with junk. If you start your day with real food and protein and good fat, you'll be even the whole day. It's the single most important thing you can do.
And when it comes to the Daniel Plan Kitchen, anyone can do this. You can do this with your kids. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can do this twice a day if you want. It's a great way to start upgrading your diet and start running with the Daniel Plan.
I just want to say too, for some of you, some of these ingredients might be new to you. For like 3 years ago, they were very new to me. I'm like, hemp seed, chia seed. What is that? Where do you get it? You know, you can actually get
What
it.
planet are you from?
Say it again.
And what planet are you from?
Exactly. I was like, what is that? But these ingredients are available, and I keep them in one area, so it's really quick in the morning. I grab my almond milk. I add some of my frozen organic berries. I have my hemp and my chia seed, and I'm ready to go. So it can actually be like a 2 to 3 minute experiment in the morning, and you are satisfied all day.
Another quick tip too is just to go ahead and take all those great ingredients, put them in a cup. You can line up 4 or 5 cups or mason jars and keep them all in the refrigerator so that if you are, having a busy morning, you can just throw it in and go. So that's another, shortcut method to make it even easier.
Nice.
It's faster than going through the drive-thru at McDonald's.
It's true.
And definitely the line at Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
And definitely faster than the line at Starbucks.
Okay, so what's for lunch?
Okay. You guys ready for lunch? I think it's lunchtime now.
I just had breakfast. I don't know. I'm not.
Next course. Let's do it. So I'm going to show you how to make a citrus marinade. And here's the thing. When you go to the store and you pick up a dressing or a marinade, oftentimes it's just full of sodium, high fructose corn syrup, sugars, modified food starches. I mean, things that
MSG,
you have to know
trans fats,
labelese. It's a different language. So 4 simple ingredients are the base of this, and then we're gonna add citrus, and it just smells so good. It lifts your mood, so tasty. So I've got some Meyer lemons here. I picked these up from the store, and I've also got some limes, and then some extra virgin olive oil, balsamic vinegar, crushed pepper, and a little sea salt, and that's it. And make sure when you're making a marinade like this to
food that
use
God
the
made.
imagine that, all from the ground. But what's beautiful is the zest. More nutrients in the zest, in the peel, and that's a fancy word for peel, by the way, in that than in the fruit itself, in the juice. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple tablespoons of my oil, and I'm gonna start actually with the vinegar here.
And these are all powerful healing drugs. The olive oil has polyphenols that are powerful anti-cancer compounds, reduce heart disease. 1 liter of olive oil a week, they reduce heart attacks by 50% in one study. The limonene in the lemon peel, again, it's a powerful detoxifier. It helps you get rid of all the environmental chemicals.
Yep, and I've got a metal bowl here. It's easy to emulsify these two together, and emulsify is just a fancy word for mixing them. So I'm gonna take that, and then I'm gonna add my citrus. I've got my, I just love lemon. Who likes lemon here? I mean, it just makes me happy, I've got my lemon, I've got my lime. Get your hands in there too, don't be scared. Cooking is all about having fun. It's about being creative, it's about putting your personal stamp on it. If you find grapefruit in the store, use that. Use orange, whatever is in season, and I'm a big fan of eating seasonally. Whatever is fresh, that's what you go for. Can you guys smell that back there?
Oh.
I bet you can.
Smells good up here.
Really
Get
good.
your nose in there, Mark. Okay, and then just a little hit of my pepper. And I've also got some different fresh herbs out here. I roasted some peppers and mushrooms, but I've got some fresh oregano
Oh, wow.
and some rosemary. Get
Wow.
crazy, add a little bit of that into your
Beautiful.
marinade too. And I'm gonna mix that up. And then what I'm gonna do here, I've got a couple of ways. Now you can use this marinade for your meats and your vegetables, but you can also use it as a salad dressing. How versatile is that? You make that up at the
great.
beginning of the week, and then you've got lots of different things that you can do with it. I'm gonna take my greens here, and I've got a mixture of baby spinach and arugula. I'm gonna just toss that right into the bathtub here,
Wow.
and I'm gonna mix that up.
And that's a really powerful combination of greens, too. That's at least 5 grams of protein per serving, right?
Love it.
And calcium and phytonutrients and cancer-fighting compounds.
And you can do your kale, like Jenny was mentioning. I love lacinato kale in there. Microgreens. Just so simple, you know? Food should be simple. It shouldn't be complicated.
Yeah, and it doesn't take forever. It doesn't take a long time. You know, there's a big myth that cooking and eating well takes a long time, costs a lot of money, and is really difficult to do. It's not. It's very simple. You see a few simple principles.
Yep. And I've got my organic chicken here that I've also marinated with that same marinade. I'm gonna lay that on top. And then my roasted peppers and my mushrooms.
Yum.
I think Mark's gonna steal the salad.
What a beautiful color, too.
I'm
That's
so full
definitely
from
the eating with
breakfast.
the rainbow.
You do eat with your eyes.
I
It's
do
so
go on
true.
my
Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then you can do this. I've got some olives here too. And good fats from olives. Don't be scared of those good fats.
Y'all
Even
see
some
how pretty
avocado.
that looks? Can you see how pretty that looks?
And then you can do the same. I've got a gluten-free wrap. Did you know they make gluten-free wraps? They sure do. And this is brown rice. So I can do the same thing, the same ingredients basically. And look, I've got a whole different kind of meal. And this is portable. You can take it on the road. Please do yourself a favor and don't ever get stuck hungry.
Yes.
You pack your lunch in the morning, get this ready to go, and then you never have to worry about being stuck without something to eat.
That's one of the
because-
things we have in the Daniel Plan book is how to never be in a food emergency again. Because when you're in a food emergency, you're going to eat whatever's around. But if you plan a little bit and put things in your car, in your kitchen, in your workplace, you always have them, you're never stuck. When I go on the plane, I've got all these little packets of stuff, real nut butters, real food, and you just never get in trouble. So you don't have to go buying something junky because you're hungry.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, Mark talks about not having a food emergency. Yesterday, he almost got snowed in, and so he was late. And so his texting, we were doing
I
all
didn't
these
want to be in a
texting
food
about,
emergency.
like, what about this flight? What about this? Oh, I might get on this. Da, da, da. And then he goes, are you going to have dinner for me when I get there? I'm like, yes, we're going to take care of you.
Yeah.
And then this morning, when we were right, it was like 10 o'clock, he goes, are you going to have lunch for me? So we never get in a food emergency.
Well, no, that's
never.
important. I think that's an important
No,
fact.
it is.
I
It
think
is.
about
It's
my
planning,
food. I
right.
plan what we're doing, and that's why I feel good and I'm thin, because I think about what I'm doing. I'm not just randomly eating. I'm not an opportunistic feeder.
I like that.
So focus.
I'm focused.
You're
yeah.
focused on doing the right thing.
Nice.
And instead of a side of chips, we've got a side of just a nice little
Beautiful.
salad
That's
here on the
awesome,
side.
Cucumber chips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
guys
there
see
you
this?
go.
So
Yeah,
she took
that's
the
fun.
same ingredients as her salad. She took the mushrooms, the peppers, the arugula and spinach, the chicken, put it all in a wrap with a little bit of veggies on the side. She was ready to go.
And you can pack that up in the morning and you've got lunch.
It's great.
Nice. You guys, let's give her a hand.
Good job.
Thank you.
The one thing I really love about all of our chefs is they do a lot of 2-for-1s. Like Jenny just talked about the idea of putting all the ingredients in for 4 or 5 days. With Maria, if she makes this chicken and chops up the peppers and the mushrooms, it can be for a couple meals. It can be for your dinner, it can be a leftover at lunch, it can be the flaxseed, and Robert always has chips and Sally as well. It's just making the least amount of time you need to in your kitchen for the most that you can enjoy during the week.
And these are the doctors of the future, right here. You won't need us. If you just eat what they're making, you will not need us.
Sally's
A lot
got a great
less.
dinner happening down here. I might eat it all before she
Smelling pretty good down
We
here.
haven't had lunch either.
Yeah, I know. That's good.
Okay, now Sally's gonna do a little dinner.
Right, I'm doing a little bit of dinner. This is a Thai-inspired stir fry, and stir fries go very quickly. Stir fries have a lot of vegetables in them,
wanna see it?
and we're doing this one right now with some tempeh, which is basically from soy. And I'm just browning it up here in a little bit of coconut oil. You can use an olive oil, but a coconut oil is also a super fantastic, healthy fat to cook with. If you haven't tried coconut oil, please get yourself a jar of unrefined coconut oil and use a little bit. And if you think, oh, I don't like the flavor of coconut, you really will hardly even taste it. So it's just fantastic. If you haven't tried coconut oil, healthy fats, good brain fat, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, and you don't have to
In fact,
worry.
they're using coconut oil as a treatment for people who have Alzheimer's.
Oh, wow.
That's
Now, they
right.
still have to study that more, but a number of people notice significant improvement. The fats you use matter.
And it actually
Yeah.
helps increase sports performance. They're using it as a performance enhancer
Oh,
because it's
cool.
the super fuel for your cells for energy production.
Fantastic. So what I did in the coconut oil, I cubed and then browned up some of the tempeh. You can find that in the refrigerated section of a grocery store. You can buy organic. And then we're adding a lot of vegetables, lots of color. Can talk about eating from the rainbow, all the nutrients here. A little bit of baby zucchini, a little bit of red bell pepper. I've got some diced up carrot. I put a little bit of ginger in, and ginger is a fantastic healing spice.
Very anti-inflammatory.
Yep, and it's great for your digestion too, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So this just takes a couple of minutes to cook, and that is all. I'm going to add in some diced up snow peas. I'm doing it in a non-stick pan. Now I'm doing this with tempeh, but you can do it with shrimp, you can do it with diced up chicken, you can do it with diced up turkey. So you have a lot of different protein options.
And the tempeh is a great source of protein that doesn't raise your blood sugar, and it's made from whole soybeans,
Right.
and it's fermented, so it's got a lot of benefits to it.
It's got a lot of texture. It's very meaty. If you're trying to do some meatless Mondays or some meatless meals and do a little bit of more vegetarian eating in your diet, this is a great way to go because it sort of feels like meat when you eat it, so it's very satisfying. Okay? So, and also like Maria was saying, use vegetables that are in season. So you can do that. But then all we're going to do at the end
Isn't
here-
everything in season in California all the time?
Yeah, it is. We're spoiled.
I live in Massachusetts. Like, all we can get are potatoes in the winter.
So then, oh, it smells so good. I just threw in some garlic. Of course, who could live without garlic? And then some red onion. Look at the colors in this. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that
And
look
look at all the
healthy?
different textures you have there
Yeah.
too. That's really nice. It's beautiful.
Delicious. So just a couple of minutes. All you need to do is cook it and stir it at a fairly high heat until the vegetables are just, you can barely pierce them with a paring knife. You want them to be tender, kind of al dente. And then we're going to just put this over a little bit of coconut rice. So you can cook brown rice with half water and half coconut milk, and it gives it a very creamy, nice flavor and a texture.
Great idea.
So we'll add this.
Coconut's so fun.
Oh, I love coconut.
I just love it.
Oh.
I'm thinking this dinner took about 5 minutes to make.
Yeah,
All of her stuff was
that's it.
cut up ahead of time, but I could handle a 5-minute experience when I get home from work.
Yeah, and that's a good point.
Very
You know,
great.
if you have time on the weekend or a time in the morning, you should go dice up your vegetables, put them in little containers, get them out of the fridge when you walk in the door, get your pan out right away, and you can have dinner on the table in no time flat. And if you have extra, this makes such a good lunch. Don't go to a fast food place and get a rice bowl. Take your own rice, take your leftover vegetables and whatever your healthy protein is, and warm it up, and you've got a great lunch.
Nice.
So it's good for you and will explode with flavor. And if you look at it, it looks like a rainbow. It's one of the things we often say is eat from the rainbow, so foods of many different colors. Of course, that does not mean Skittles.
Yeah.
That looks great.
That looks
so
amazing.
good. Yum.
Great colors, beautiful health. You know this is going to taste good and be good for you.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Beautiful,
Daniel,
Sally.
Hey.
It's gorgeous.
So try a little?
Yeah, pass it around.
How many guys here?
Round of applause.
I love it. I think so, yeah.
Come on. Absolutely.
You know, Rick took the protein. He's been well trained.
There you go. Here we go.
I'm good. I'm good.
Rick, you're the best.
That's
You guys, all
hysterical.
of these recipes are in the Daniel Plan book, the trade book that's out now. There's a 40-day food plan at the back of the book with recipes in it. And then in March,
Wow.
we'll have a full cookbook of 100 recipes from our signature chefs and Dr. Aim and Dr. Hyman passed to Rick. I have to taste them too.
All right, this
Wow.
is a guy's recipe. So ladies, you don't have to pay attention, okay? Really simple. The ladies
Is this a Super Bowl
This
recipe?
is a Super Bowl recipe. We're gonna make an artichoke hummus. Guys, we call it bean dip, okay? All right, 1 can of garbanzo beans drained and rinsed, 1 can of artichoke hearts drained and just chopped up. Guys, doesn't matter how you chop it, just cut it up, okay?
Robert, where do you get the artichoke hearts?
Albertsons.
All right. Are they frozen or frozen? You can get them frozen, right?
can.
Yeah, in a can.
Yeah, these are.
Frozen or canned. These are canned just right out of the can, but rinse them off. But these are all organics, and you know which aisle that is, right? It's the green aisle, not the red aisle.
Actually, canned foods are okay if they have ingredients you recognize.
Read the label.
Right. It should say artichokes, water, and salt. It shouldn't have a whole bunch of ingredients you don't recognize, can't pronounce, or in Latin. Right?
Don't buy it.
That's right.
That's right. 2 cloves of garlic. If you like a lot of garlic, use bigger cloves.
Or add
Okay.
more.
lemon juice, olive oil, and
Mustard?
and tahini.
Or
That
tahini.
smells
That's
amazing.
pureed. That's sesame seeds pureed. If you can't find that, natural peanut butter, no sugar added would be good.
Very high in calcium.
A little bit of salt and pepper. Not much. Guys, this is the good part. That's it. Okay? If you like, I like it kind of chunky. If you want it smooth, go take the dog for a walk, come back and turn the machine off. So if you want a little more chunky, what you can do is just add a little more water to it.
I like the smooth one.
Really simple, right?
Wow.
Who's playing in the Super Bowl this year? Denver? Yeah, there you go.
You know, and the thing about hummus too is when you buy store-bought hummus, oftentimes they add chemical preservatives. So when you make it at home, it's clean.
And use a spoon for tasting. Remember, this we taste with, this we do not. No double dipping. So what can do it? Obviously carrot sticks or pita chips. I put some in a little Belgian endive with little black sesame seeds. An artichoke you put it back into, or just like Mom used to make with peanut butter and a celery stick, put the hummus in a celery stick. Simple, right? You can do this? Excellent.
All right.
That's great.
Robert, you have some, oh, thank you. You have some phrases that we've kind of coined of Robert's grab and go techniques. Tell them how you kind of prep on a Saturday or a Sunday to be really efficient throughout the week. I always thought that was so practical.
I spend about an hour a week on just cutting up vegetables on Sunday afternoon. So this is my prep time. And in my refrigerator, I have all the big stuff on the bottom. And as I move up in the refrigerator, I put the little stuff on top. And I love these Tupperware Ziploc containers in it, because I'll stage the meals in here, so all I have to do is grab it, and I'm out the door. In the morning, I got little containers of blueberries. He grabbed and goes.
It's okay though, it's a high protein snack. It's a good one.
High protein, lots of fiber, keeps you moving, so to speak.
Yeah. In a good way.
Simple things. Remember, keep it simple. I'm a guy, I like it simple.
Okay, I'll add one more simple tip. This came from Daniel Amen's wife, Tana Amen, who is a life coach, has been instrumental with the Daniel Plan. And she not only has the grab and go, but she'll boil like a dozen hard-boiled eggs for the week. She'll grill the chicken for the week. She'll get the hummus set for the week. And so then literally when you're wanting to grab and go in the morning, you do grab those veggies, you grab those containers. You can pack a lunch easily. You can come home and have a dinner easily. You never get hungry on this plan. And so that's the beauty of it. Thanks you guys so much. Are they amazing?
Yeah.
Woo!